Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I am back with an unboxing from a new to me company and one that I feel like is pretty new to the diamond painting community in general. This is Pixel Gem Designs, and they asked if they could send over a kit for me to share with you guys. I'm also planning to work on this kit, so you'll see a separate post review video on this one soon. But I really liked what I was seeing. My first impressions, just looking at the render and the specs and stuff on the website, were kind of catching my eyes. So I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you guys. This is the box that it came in. It came inside another box to give it some extra protection. And looks like we have some branding on here: Pixel Gem Designs, DIY diamond painting. There's some how-tos on the back. If you are newer to this craft, I will have some beginner videos linked below. And this is the image that we are going to be taking a look at today. It's so cute. I can't wait to open it up and see. So let's take a look at what was included. Now, as of the time of this filming, they have, I think, 3 designs available on their website, and I know they're hoping to expand. So if one of these 3 designs isn't necessarily catching your eye right away, I would recommend checking back. I'll make sure that I link any socials that they have below so you can follow along with them there. But for the moment, the artwork they did have was really, really, really cute. So let's unroll this and take a look. Oh my gosh, look. The cute animals and food, you cannot go wrong. Let me roll this backwards so we can actually see it. This is called Kitty Shortcake Dreams, and the artist is xMorfina. This is legally licensed artwork, which means that they have the permission of the artist to do this as a diamond painting, and are also compensating the artist as well. And by the way, if you're seeing this, don't fret. Those are not true creases in the canvas. You will often see this just with kits that are rolled up, even with poured glue. It's usually just where the plastic cover has shifted when it was rolled. So when you peel it back, you can see there are no creases in this canvas. I like to both roll the canvas backwards the opposite direction like I just did, and then peeling back the plastic cover halfway each direction will also help get rid of just like the aesthetics of those creases. They're not creases, what looks like creases, It helps with the aesthetics of that, and also does help it lay flat. So there we go. No worse for the wear. Now you can actually get a look at this artwork. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take a look at what was included. First things first, we have a toolkit. It looks like this is a basic toolkit that includes a pen and squishy. It comes with a multi-placer in the end, as well as a couple of additional multi-placers. Now this is a little thing, but I actually do appreciate that these are the skinnier multi-placers. I feel like these are much easier to work with than this is a wider multi-placer. So if you want to try your hand placing more than one diamond at a time, you can. I'll also have a multi-placing how-to and tips video linked below. We have some tweezers. They are not too stabby. And then we've got a plate of pink wax. Now there is a thin plastic film that's always on this wax. You want to make sure you peel that back before you try to load up your pen. I always mention this because when I did my first diamond painting, I was just totally oblivious. I was like, why can't I load up my pen? So anyway, and then you get a basic white tray. So that is your toolkit. Basic, but it will absolutely do the trick. And then they have put the sticker sheet inside here, which I feel like I'll sometimes see companies do this. They'll put it inside this plastic bag, and it helps protect the stickers from getting caught on the canvas or on the bag of diamonds and like peeling off. So I actually do appreciate that. This is a set of, we have sticker labels. We've got the original artwork. Again, this one is called Kitty Shortcake Dreams by xMorfina. And it's 50 by 60 centimeters. Looks like these are the socials for Pixel Gem Designs. Like I said, I'll have those linked below. I didn't realize they had a YouTube channel. I'll have to go check out their YouTube. And then these are pre-cut sticker labels. We've got the DMC code in the right-hand column. This comes from the DMC brand of floss, like in cross stitch. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system, and only 12 colors in this kit. Dang, that is probably going to go really fast, I bet. I don't know, I looked at this and I guess that makes sense. There's not a ton of color variation there. I like that we have a ton of special drills proportionally in this one though. So ND and then AB. I'm guessing those are going to be dust diamonds, and ABs, that's just a classic diamond painting special drill. We'll look at all of those in a few minutes when we're looking at the diamonds more closely and walk through what the special drills are, and then of course look at the canvas to see where they're going to go. Let's take a look at the canvas features and see what we think first impressions wise. So we've got their branding at the top, Pixel Gem Designs. The canvas material is this, see, I swear I almost recognize that. It feels familiar to me. It's really shiny on the front and has this kind of short lint, soft lint backing to it. It's got a nice weight to it that has a little bit of give to it. But I think that especially once drills are down, it's gonna lay flat fine. This is a thick plastic cover. Glue-wise, they use poured glue. It's sticky, but I will be curious to see. Okay, yeah, there was like a patch there that wasn't necessarily as sticky, but we're gonna see how this goes with drills down. I'm like hyper aware of glue stickiness at the moment. So yeah, just noticing with that, I think we'll see. We'll put drills down in a bit. I'll report back on the post review how it actually goes. We've got legends at the top left as well as at the bottom right. At the bottom left, we have a thumbnail, the title, the artist's name, and then the unit number and the size. And yeah, so 50 by 60. I think this one is just available in square drills, I think. So that'll be the size point for, whichever. We've got their socials down here. Everything will be linked below. Now let's look up close. Let's see what we think as far as symbol clarity goes, color blocking versus confetti. Does this look like a hand charted kit? All that good stuff. So first, color blocking, yes, oodles of it. Color blocking is where you have chunks or blocks of the same color in a small area like here. So you'll be able to, if you want to, use your multi-placer. You'll have that color in your tray for longer. Typically, areas with color blocking are going to go faster. The opposite of color blocking is what we call confetti. It looks like we have a few small examples here and there. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area, and so you'll be doing more single placing and changing the color out in your tray more often. Areas like that will typically take a little bit longer. This looks like it's a pretty color blocking heavy canvas, so I think it's going to move right along. The symbol clarity looks really good. We've got all alphanumeric symbols in this one, which I don't mind since it doesn't have a ton of colors. Sometimes I like a little bit more variety in terms of symbol types because it sticks out to my eye easier, but something like this, I genuinely don't mind. This does look like it's a hand charted kit. When we're talking about charting, what I'm referring to is how the original artwork was translated into diamond painting form. And there's kind of a spectrum of how different companies will chart the artwork. Some companies will do what's called computer charting, where they kind of just pop the image into a program, and whatever the program just spits back out is what they roll with. Other companies will have a human being that spends a lot of time on a kit, really trying to make it match the colors and the style and lines of the original artwork super closely, and that's called hand charting. And then there is a whole range in between there that just a variety of how much human touch goes into a piece. Looking at this one, and I think how they advertise it as well, is this looks like it has a fair amount of, it looks like it's been hand charted, I should say. A fair amount of clean lines, crisp details that I can see both up close and further away. Not at first glance what looks like any weird color weirdness or like super blurred lines with a mix of colors. I think if this were computer charted, it would have a lot more colors actually. We'll see once I actually work on it, but no, my impression is definitely that this had a human being spending a good amount of time on it, trying to make this look really clean and crisp, and that's the style of rendering I do like. Now, measuring this one, it was coming up short by about 1 centimeter each direction. I don't consider that to be a deal breaker, but I'll let the shop know. This is a new shop. I like to just be very thorough in terms of the unboxing that I'm doing and sharing just anything I'm noticing so that they can decide what they want to do about that. We have a pack of diamonds now. Let's take a look at these. I'll tell you what, this color palette is super, super cute and very, very much my style. So let's look at the diamonds and get a sense for, if I could find where the opening is. There we go. Get a sense for like where the special drills, what they are, and also just what the quality seems to be like on these. So on the bags, the number 1 is going to be the legend number. 553 is going to be the DMC code, and the 43.3 is going to be the weight or the amount of diamonds. So for, I think, nearly all these colors, we're going to have multiple bags. And looking at these in the bag, these are resin squares. There's a couple of different materials that you'll see used to make diamonds, and it seems like most companies with licensed artwork at this point are doing resin squares as opposed to acrylic. Resin is a much better material, and with square drills, because they sit on the drill field, they're close, like right up against each other on all sides. If there were tabs sticking off the side or inconsistencies in size and shape, that would be a big problem with square drills. So I appreciate companies that use nice quality resin diamonds, because then, especially when I want to be able to multi-place my way through these color blocked sections, having good quality squares is really crucial to that. Now we've got 4 bags. There's one more bag of this light pink color. And yeah, looking in the bags, they look very clean. These look good, you guys. Now, with resealable bags, just a suggestion, because I noticed it in one of these bags. If you use these resealable bags and don't mess with kitting up into storage containers, or even if you do, you're trying to get the diamonds out of the bags, you may run into static. That is pretty common when you've got 1, resin as the material, and 2, when they're in plastic bags. It's a perfect storm for static. If you run into that, I highly recommend using dryer sheets. I will sometimes tuck a cut up dryer sheet square into these bags and kind of sift it around. That gets rid of static in the bag. Then I like to take these and pour them into a big open dryer sheet, sift them around that way too, and then pour them from there into whatever storage containers I'm using. It will save your sanity. I strongly, strongly recommend it. We've got 5 bags of this white color, 3865. It's so bright. Like this it's like, I almost thought it was a special drill at first, because just in person, it's such a striking how like purely bright white that is. I don't know how to describe it. It probably sounds weird, but yeah, no, that's a bunch of color blocking on those 2 to come. And then our special drills. So let me zoom you in first. We have some dust diamonds and then an AB. Let's talk about dust diamonds first. These diamonds have, if you take a look, it looks like there is a fine glitter coating on the tops of these diamonds. And so they're going to have a subtle shimmery effect. It's not going to be super in your face, but it is still, I think, going to stand out from the other diamonds and just give it a little extra something. You'll sometimes have stragglers. That's fine. It's normal. So yeah, we have this light purple, this light pink, and a white dust diamond. And then we also have a white AB. Even that AB coating is so, like, it's more intense than I'm used to seeing in a really good way. I'm so intrigued. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These ones get their name from the northern lights and have that really sparkly iridescent coating on the top. It's going to draw your eye to the areas that has been charted and definitely stand out. I'm so curious to see where this special drill goes on this canvas. So I'm going to take a really quick look ahead of you and find where these special drills go, and I will be right back. All right. Wasn't too hard, and I actually love, spoiler alert, the special drill charting in this kit. It feels very, very deliberate to me. First off, the white AB is going to be these big sparkles, the big diamond sparkles. That is perfect in my opinion. That is the perfect kind of place I would expect to see an AB. So those are going to hopefully pop a bit. Now, it took me a bit to find the white dust diamond. And it was when I kind of started to look up here, you see how there's these not as, like, these are really bold sparkles. These are kind of more muted sparkles. There's these blocks of the white dust diamond in the background. And that is going to be where you're going to find that particular special drill. So yeah, if you look at it through the camera, it's these white squares. And that's going to be where the white dust diamond is. So sparkles, basically, which if you look at the original artwork, yeah, you can see the white blocks. That's our white dust diamond, and the big chunky white sparkles, those are our white AB. Now, the purple dust diamond, what did I just, okay. I was like, I know I found it. It was not that hard. Why am I suddenly blanking on it? The purple dust diamond, which we had a pretty good size bag of, is the lines, these purple lines against the background. I don't know what the specific art style is. I've seen a few artists use it where they do those kind of like gridded look on the background. It's, if you know, feel free to share in the comments. And then these purple sparkle lines here, that's also going to be our purple dust diamond. So little purple sparkles and the purple lines going all throughout. I feel like that's going to help it stand out a little bit from otherwise the just color blocked pale pastel background. I'm really optimistic that that's going to work really well. Last but not least, we had some of this light pink dust diamond, and this one is going to be the light pink color that's in the icing layers. So the light pink in here, the light pink in here, the light pink in here, and the light pink in here. So yeah, that I feel like, again, really cements for me that I think this was highly hand charted. Special drill charting, sometimes if it feels like it's almost random and is in places that don't necessarily suit the original artwork, it's like, oh, that feels like they kind of just went in and looked and see where can we do a swap, and they did it. This does not seem like that to me. It seems like they went, where does it make sense in the artwork to add some special drills, specific kinds of special drills? And I personally really do like seeing that. It makes me more optimistic about how it's going to look completed. But that's going to be it for today's video on this kit. Again, you're going to see a post review on this pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let me know in the comments what your first impressions are of this kit. And if you take a look at this company's website, do you see anything else that's catching your eye? Like I said, I think they're hoping to expand into offering some more artwork, and I'll be really interested to see what else they have come out in the future too. But for now, this is super cute and I'm really looking forward to working on it. My first impressions are really positive, and I'm hoping it's going to be as enjoyable to work on as those first impressions are. That said, if you did enjoy this video, which I do hope you found it helpful and enjoyable, consider giving it a thumbs up on your way out, and do subscribe if you would like to stay up to date with my diamond painting videos. I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies, how-tos and tutorials, and weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting. Either way though, thank you so much for watching today. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed getting to take a look at this new company, and happy crafting. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye guys.